What's going on, wrestling family? Welcome back to Hear These Thoughts. So before Monday Night Raw starts tonight, I want to talk to you guys about my favorite storyline right now in WWE, and it's the conflict between Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Now, I know what people are thinking. You're going to say, well, if that's your favorite, what does that tell you about everything else going on in WWE? It's all trash, okay? And if you feel that way, that's cool. But I want to kind of give those other stories a break, right? Because they're kind of in their infancy stage. They're kind of in the beginning of trying to figure out what's happening. We have 2 months and 9 days until WrestleMania with Elimination Chamber in between. So I want to give those storylines some grace to build up before we get there. I know 2 months is not a long way from now, but still, I want to give it a little bit of grace. Now, after Elimination Chamber, if we're still in the same spot, then I'm going to have a whole different tone. But for right now, I'm going to give them grace. But when it comes to this Liv and Raquel situation, the way it's slowly being built up, I just love how they're doing it. And I hope they keep building on it the way that they're doing it right now. Now, I know a lot of people did not like the idea of Raquel Rodriguez losing a title match against Stephanie McMahon. And I get it. Emotionally, I wanted Raquel Rodriguez to win that title. I did, but given the way things are playing out, I think that allowed us to see a more interesting and unpredictable route going into WrestleMania. So if you didn't see what happened, let's just run through this real quick. Liv Morgan eliminates Raquel Rodriguez at the Royal Rumble with a big smile on her face. She also cost Raquel her title match against Stephanie McMahon. Again, hitting Stephanie McMahon after the match is over with the Oblivion, raising the title that she cost her friend over her head with a smile on her face, which is highly disrespectful. Then on Friday Night SmackDown, Liv goes to SmackDown with Raquel Rodriguez. They have a tag match against Jordynne Grace and Jade Cargill. And then somehow Raquel Rodriguez accidentally hits Liv Morgan with the big boot, eventually getting hit with a rolled up pin, Raquel Rodriguez, costing them the match. Now, for one, when that happened, I was like, okay, it makes sense that Raquel Rodriguez didn't have that title, because if this was the plan for her, imagine her getting rolled up as the women's world champion. You think people were mad about her losing that title match? Imagine how they would have felt when this happened. But the way things are going, now they're kind of even as far as one person doing something to the other. Well, not really. I think Liv is up by one, because Liv did eliminate her in the Rumble and did cost her the title match. But both of those times, Liv Morgan did it on purpose. Raquel Rodriguez seemingly did that on accident and cost them the match. So now they both have a reason to be upset with one another, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they're going to talk about this tonight. Will they build this up and kind of swerve us to make Liv look like she's the bad guy, even though she is doing some messed up things to her friends, and then swerve us to make her out to be the babyface and Raquel be the heel? Or will they do it either way? And with Raquel Rodriguez not being the champion, it's obvious that Liv is probably going to pick Stephanie McMahon for WrestleMania. But this begs the question: will Raquel Rodriguez be inserted into a triple threat match for that title? And if that's the case, how would that even play out? We don't know. And I love when we're in this spot where a lot of people don't know what's about to happen. And the thing is with the IWC, if we don't know what's going to happen next, people get frustrated. People get upset. People get angry. For me, I love it, because it's like, if you go into the movie theater, I don't want to know what's going to happen at the end of the movie just because I saw the title screen. I don't want to know what's going to happen in the book just because I looked at the table of contents. This is a moment that reminds me of when I was younger, where you have to wait and let the storyline play out. And people in the IWC hate to see that happen. But unfortunately, in this situation, you kind of have to wait for it to play out. And Stephanie McMahon is going to be involved. Now, it makes you ask this question as well. If this does turn into a triple threat match, will they have Stephanie McMahon retain and then have Liv and Raquel have problems with each other because they're in each other's way as far as winning that title? Will they do the unexpected and have Raquel Rodriguez win it at WrestleMania? Will they finally give Liv Morgan her WrestleMania moment by winning a singles title on the grandest stage of them all? We don't know. It can go either way. And when we're in a place like this, as far as wrestling, it is a beautiful moment because nobody knows anything. Nobody knows anything, and I love this. So I cannot wait to see what they're going to do tonight to build into the storyline, to plant more seeds, because as the weeks go by, they've been making use of every single show that Raquel and Liv has been on since the Rumble, and weaving the storyline little by little by little. And that's a weird way to do my fingers. I can't think of another way. But I think what's happening here is something that could be really exciting. And if they keep going in this route, this could potentially be the best storyline going into WrestleMania. And I love when the women get an opportunity to have a great storyline going into there. And I love great storylines. And I think this is a setup for this. And ultimately, this is going into the bigger storyline of the Judgment Day splitting up. And what will Roxanne Perez do in the middle of everything? And you got Finn Balor with his own thing going on. So I think what they're doing with the Judgment Day in the beginning of their split is brilliant right now. They have their own separate storylines, doing their own thing. They're not always involved in each other. They have their own things. They come back together, then they go off and do their own things. And I think that's the best way to do this whole situation. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Are you guys as invested in the Liv and Raquel Rodriguez storyline as I am? If not, let me know as well. Either way, it's your choice. Thank you guys so much for watching. Salute, peace. Have a great day.